What's going on, everybody? My name is Mark. This is the BigCritique Podcast. So I haven't really broadcasted anything in a few days. I've been busy, and it's been a little bit of a challenge to get a guest on right now. Everybody's incredibly busy due to work and just life in general. But I wanted to make this video. I've been wanting to make this video for a little while, so I figured I'd do it now while I have the time. I have a lot of friends who own businesses, a lot of friends who own small businesses, and not that they come to me asking, hey, what do I do? But I notice that they're in the debacle of, hey, what do? I own a small business. Like, how do I, how do I sustain? How do I survive? The more that I talk to different people, and the more that I observe different things during this life, I realized we all need to get better at one thing. Adaptation. What I wouldn't do is I wouldn't focus on what you can't do. I wouldn't get too upset about that. So if you're a business sorry, allergies are kicking out. If you're a business that relies on retail and so you have to be shut down right now, the first thing that I would do is say to myself, okay, is there any product that I can sell online? If you happen to be a retailer and you weren't selling anything online before, now is definitely the time to get up in there and create yourself a web presence in e-commerce and go for it. It's not going to be that simple to get traction. You will have to put work in, just like anything else, but it is the road to a digital income, which is what you'll probably need if your brick and mortar, is shut down and you can't produce an income from that. Also, completely secondary side note, my hair looks so weird. This is what happens when I've missed my barber so much. I try to do my own shit. My girl, she helps me out with she helps me out with it. But I miss my barber. He's not coming. He's offered to come by my house and do this, but I'm not having that. I'm not doing that with him. It's not gonna be a thing. I don't, that Rona, he can have it. He can bring it up here. I'm good, thank you. I could have it. I could give it to him. I could have it and not know it. I don't want to be. That's a lot of responsibility. I don't want that for him, and I don't want that for me. But anyway, the point is, sorry, my little side. I just look like a walking mushroom. This is crazy. You see that? Fucking walking mushroom. My hair on top of anyway, sorry. Small businesses, yeah. If you have anything on that you can sell online, start selling online. Facebook ads are cheap. You can reach hundreds of people per day. Can you convert hundreds of people per day to click on an ad and get to your store to actually check out and buy your product? That's a different story, to be honest with you. You can. It will just take some practice and some understanding of how Facebook ads and converting digital sales work. Now, if you don't have a service that you can sell online, start building up skill sets in other ways. Find something that you're good at or that you want to learn and just learn it and see if you can put that skill out over the internet to some degree. Like if you were selling something, if you were selling anything as a brick and mortar and you're not selling anymore, number one, listen, if I owned a bar right now, this is me and I'm not telling anybody to do this because I can't speak for the legalities of it, but if I owned a bar right now that didn't serve food and it was just serving alcohol, personally, I'd probably go the route of selling alcohol online. I don't know what legalities play into that. I don't know how long it takes, but I know that part of being a business person or an entrepreneur is holding yourself 100% accountable for what's happening in your life. And it's unfortunate as hell, but during this crisis, we have to be. We actually, if you're a businessman or entrepreneur right now, you've got to be really hard on yourself to an extent. And what I mean by hard on yourself is not to get that misconstrued. You got to be honest with yourself and be like, all right, well, could I be doing more? Like, am I complaining about this too much and not doing it and not being proactive enough? That's what I mean. There's plenty of people out there dealing with significant significant amounts of depression and anxiety about this. And it's completely understandable and acceptable. But by the same token, if you're somebody that has always relied on yourself or is now relying on yourself to bring in an income, now is definitely the time to hold yourself 3,000% accountable for every little action that you take, And when I mean accountable, I mean like, how long are you in the bathroom taking a shit? Are you spending an hour there taking a shit on your phone? Hold yourself accountable. Realize you're in the bathroom taking a shit for an hour. Are you on the phone with your friends, or even do you have a work meeting that you're on the phone with for an hour that could have gotten cut down to 10 minutes? It's that level of accountability that plays a huge role into success in general, but because now it's a fight. Now it's going to be a fight for attention no matter what. Everybody's home. Everybody's podcasting. Everybody's putting themselves out there. They've never done this before, most people, And so now everybody's doing it because everybody can do it. But everybody can't do it. So what I mean by that is you or anybody can do exactly what I'm doing right now. But why 90% of people won't succeed? Why I haven't really succeeded yet? Because I'm a human, and succeeding on a channel like YouTube takes a lot of time, a lot of energy, a lot of grit, a lot of consistency, and it's not easy to do that at all. It's not easy to keep that up. Sorry, low cotton mouth. It also takes a sense of practicality. Like, do you know what sells on YouTube? What I mean by what sells is, do you know what kind of content gets used? A lot of people try to put out funny stuff. I can tell you from a comical perspective, pranks get a ton of views. I was doing pranks for a little while, and I got a lot of views from it, and I would have continued to do pranks. And then the corona came. Just so you guys know, though, pranks aren't easy to shoot. Like, good pranks, really well thought out pranks, funny pranks that actually bring value to the audience, that people will actually laugh at and be like, oh, I know this guy. This guy's a prankster on YouTube. Yeah, those pranks take a lot of work and a lot of organization skills. They are their own production. I have done pranks that were completely random and the people didn't know. Even harder to pull off. 1,000%. I'm just being honest, But anyway, everybody needs to take a level of responsibility for their actions that they probably never had to take before. Even if you have a job. If you have a job right now, I'm lucky to be employed right now. A lot of people aren't, and I'm very grateful for that, 100%. And I always offer, as an employee, to go out of my way to put as much value as I can on the table. Because even though I'm employed and I have a pretty decent relationship with my superiors, to be honest with you, most of that doesn't really make a difference. For whatever reason, budget has to get cut, and everything is possible. Never discount any possibilities. If budget's got to get cut, then it doesn't really matter who you are. You're beat. I don't care if you're 2 degrees away from, like, the CEO. If CEO doesn't have the cash flow anymore, or if they don't have the cash flow anymore, you're out of a job. So everybody's got to take extreme levels of accountability, extreme levels of getting ready to adjust. And the more you adjust, I'm not saying you're gonna figure your life out now overnight. I'm not saying that at all. But I'm saying that the likelihood of you succeeding in the given climate, these crazy times that we're in, the likelihood of that, if you can be honest with yourself and adjust, is greater. Not saying that you won't go through struggles and hard times and this and that. Everybody does. It's growing pains. It's a way of life. But if you do everything that you know in your heart of hearts that you can do to adapt to this situation, things will work out. You know, it may not be overnight, it may not be over a week, a month, a year, but soon enough. Anyway, you're a small business, and sorry, brain fart. If you're a small business and you're trying to think of how to adjust, my first bit to you would be push social media as hard as you can. Push TikTok. Get your ass on TikTok. Start putting out video content. One video a day on TikTok. One well thought out video a day on TikTok. You will start to retain some sort of audience. That's it, guys. I don't want to go more than 10 minutes. I don't know how much value I've actually provided for you this video. I tried. Kind of tired. But I did it anyway because I didn't want to lose the idea. And I did not want to post it because I don't know who I can help. I don't know who would find this valuable and who would find it meaningless. I have no idea. But anyway, guys, thanks so much for watching. And if you did find it valuable, hit the like button. Show me some love with some comments. And hit the subscribe button. How? Do it now. Love you guys. Bye.